Hello, good morning, guys, and welcome to this Vinyasa class. It's gonna be a little bit of an advanced flow with some arm balances and some nice transitions. So, just so you know, and let's dive right into it. So let's start in a seated position. So, we're gonna start, of course, with a little warm up session, come in a cross legged position, and then bring your right hand on top of your left ear and draw your right ear towards your shoulder. To stretch out the neck and the sides of your body. Taking some deep breaths here and starting to ground with your yoga mat and with yourself. On your next exhale, release the pose and do the same on the other side. So left hand to the right ear, extend your right arm to the side, maybe closing the eyes and tuning in into the body and out of the mind. Taking one more deep breath here. And on an exhale, releasing the pose. On an inhale, bring your hands up overhead, interlace the fingers, looking up. On an exhale, round through your spine, look to your navel. Doing some seated cat-in pose. And coming into your tabletop pose. Continuing the cat and cow movements here. So inhale, arch your back, looking up. Exhale, round through your spine, look to your navel, syncing your breath with your movements. Making some circles to the left. Don't forget to join your head with the movements. And the same on the right side. Very good. Coming into a high cobra. Important here is to roll your shoulders back, lift your gaze up, and make your spine straight and upright. And because it's gonna be a lot of arm balances today, we're gonna warm up the wrists very well. So flipping over the palms into all different directions, left, right, even upside down like this. And it's important here when you do this to keep your elbows bent a little bit. Looking back and forth, side to side. Making sure your wrists are prepared for the arm balances. Good job. Next, we're gonna untuck our toes and lean into the left calf to stretch it out. And the same with the right calf, maybe variate between left and right, walk it out, and slowly walking into your downward facing dog. Drawing your ears away from the shoulders, the thighs towards your chest, walking it out here with your legs and your shoulders. Take a moment of stillness here, press into your palms, into the soles of your feet, naturally sending your hips up. And slowly, step by step, walking to the top of the mat. Keep the feet hip width apart, interlacing the elbows together and rocking here to stretch out the hamstrings. Slowly going side to side, and once you're ready, with a circle movement coming all the way up and all the way down again. Doing this 3 more times. And once you're down, the same on the other side, 3 circles to the right. And this time staying up. Interlacing your fingers above your head. On an inhale, gentle back bend. On an exhale, hands to the heart center. Namaste. Take a moment to ground here and preparing for our first Sun Salutation of the day. Standing in your mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet are approximately hip width apart. Pelvis is tucked in. Your chest is open, shoulders are rolled back. On an inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step one foot back and then the other into your plank pose. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then with control, lowering down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, into downward facing dog. Amazing. Bringing your right leg up to a 3-legged dog. And then bringing your knee in, stepping your right leg to the front of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, back bend. And inhale, leaning forward. Holding the pose here, pressing into your feet. Lowering the hands back down to your 3-legged dog. Chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or hop back to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat, step your feet back. Plank pose. Slowly lower down, chaturanga. The upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time bring your left leg into the 3-legged dog. Bend your knee. Plant your foot in between your hands. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, lean forward. Really pressing into that left foot, your left thigh. And planting the hands back on the mat. Sending your left leg up again to a 3-legged dog. And chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Stepping your feet behind your hands. Into a forward fold. Preparing here for the crow pose. So the crow means your knees are on the outsides of your elbows. And you try to balance. You look to the front. So you bring your knees over your arms, looking to the front and slowly leaning forward, finding your balance. Maybe first lifting up one leg and then the other. And once you're ready, 2 legs at the same time. Finding your balance here. Looking for the drishti, that spot on the floor that you can focus on. And lowering down. Good job. Forward fold. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, heart center. Amazing. Taking a moment to breathe here. And preparing for our next flow. Inhale, hands go up, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Staying here, looking to the front. Make a side bend, so bring your left elbow over your right knee. Open up with your arms. Stepping your left leg back, balancing on your right leg. Into a lunge, twisted lunge pose. Bring your left arm to the floor. Right arm goes up, looking up. Step your right leg back to a side plank. Hold it here. And you're gonna bend under your left arm and then coming up again. Repeating this 5 times. Keeping the core engaged and working with your breath. Good job. Planting your right arm back down to plank pose, into your downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of the mat, forward fold, and then we're gonna stay down here in the forward fold and coming into the chair pose again. This time bring your right elbow over your left knee, open up your arms, balance onto your left leg, and step your right leg back. Place your right hand on the mat, left arm in the air, looking up. Meet your left leg to the right, side plank, and bending down under your right arm, and back up. Engaging the core 5 more times here. Amazing. Going back to the plank pose. Lowering down, knees, chest, chin. And up to a baby cobra. Pushing all the way up to a high cobra. Looking over to your right shoulder. And to your left. Right. And left. The chickens are also waking up at this time. Untuck your toes, sending the hips up, downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands back on the mat. Stepping your right leg back. Open up to your warrior 2. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Placing your elbow on top of your knee, looking up. And then taking a bind. Your left arm underneath your left leg. You look up. And your hands meet behind your back. Opening up to your triangle pose. Your right arm comes back down to the mat. Lower down into your lizard pose. So your right knee comes down to the mat and you go down on your elbows. You can stay here, maybe rocking side to side. Stretching out the legs to prepare for the Epikasana 2, the arm balance pose that you fly into your split. Amazing. Coming back up into 2 hands and then sending your left leg up to a 3-legged dog. And here we're gonna take our Epikasana. So we're gonna do a sequence with a 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, bring your left knee into your right elbow and send it back up. Knee to your nose, send it back up. Left knee to your left elbow, coming into your flying split Epikasana. Knee comes back up and chaturanga down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, repeat on the other side. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands back down. Step your left leg back this time. Open up to your warrior 2. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Really working with your breath. Place your knee on top of place your elbow on top of your knee. Extend, looking up. Taking a bind here. Bring your right arm underneath your right leg. Meet your hands together and looking up. Take a deep inhale here, and on an exhale, open up to your triangle pose. Meeting your left hand next to your right, and lowering down to your lizard pose. Left knee comes on the mat, come onto your elbows. Looking to the front, rocking side to side, maybe. Going back up onto your hands and your feet. Sending your right leg up to a 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up the hip. Bring your right knee to your left elbow. Bring your knee up again. Knee to nose. Knee comes up. And now bring your right knee to your right elbow into your Epikasana 2. Flying split. Bring it up to 3-legged dog and chaturanga down to a high cobra into a child's pose. Good job, guys. Take some moments to breathe here. And slowly coming back up to your tabletop pose. Untucking the toes again. Sending the hips up for a downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, heart center. And we're gonna do one more flow here. So on an inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down to your chair pose. Making it a strong pose, looking forward, engaging the core, the thighs, the legs. And then lowering down your hands, jumping to your plank pose. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, engaging the core. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down on your knees, chest and chin. To a high cobra. And lowering down, laying on your belly. Grabbing your legs for the boat pose. Gentle back bend. Actually, quite a strong back bend. On an inhale, lift your gaze up to your legs into your boat pose. Hold it here. Exhale, lower down. 3 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale coming up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale coming down. Good job. Pressing up to the plank again. Holding it again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down to your knees. And if you have it in your practice, you can go into a headstand here, or to a pincha, maybe a dolphin pose. So for the headstand, interlace your hands together to make some protection for your head. Crown of your head goes into your hands, and then you walk your feet slowly towards you until you cannot go any further. Bend in one leg and then the other. Maybe staying here, or maybe straightening the legs. Maybe going into a split. If you have enough space. And then slowly, once you're ready, lowering down to the mat. Staying with your crown down. Couple of seconds into a child's pose. Good job, guys. We're gonna start the cool down now. We're gonna lay on our backs. Gonna do some spinal twists. So hug your right knee into your chest and flip it over to the left side. Your right arm comes to the right and you look to the right. You can choose to bend your left leg as well for an extra stretch. I really like that here. And try to slow down your breathing a bit. Amazing. Hugging that knee into the chest again and releasing. Same on the other side. Hug your left knee into your chest. Bring it to the right. You look to the left and extend your left arm. And maybe bend your right leg for a quad stretch. Yes. And then hugging both knees into your chest. Coming into the happy baby pose. So with your fingers, you grab your big toes. You open the legs. And you rock side to side. You massage your spine. We're a happy baby, so we're laughing. Maybe extending one leg at a time as well for an extra stretch. Amazing. And then rolling up to your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Relaxing into the pose. Embracing the stretch in your inner thighs. Yes, slowly walking your hands up and extending one leg to the front and bending one knee into a figure 4 and then bending forward for a one-legged forward fold. Forward folds are one of my favorite stretches because of the stretch in your back, but also in the hamstrings. Really targets everything, and you really can take the time to breathe here and come back into the real world, slowly grounding on your yoga mat and waking up the body like the chickens around you. Walking your hands up and doing the same with the other leg, bending your left leg, elongating the spine and coming into a forward fold. Feeling the stretch in the side body here, side of your back, your hip. Maybe pay some extra attention on the place where you feel a lot of tension and breathe through it. Yes, walking the hands back, coming into a butterfly and pulsing the legs up and down here. Amazing. Coming into a seated position, placing your hands on top of your knees, closing the eyes, taking 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, hold it, and a deep exhale. And again, inhale, hold, exhale. One more time, inhale, hold it, and on your exhale, maybe taking a deep sigh out. Shaking the body, waking it up. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed the practice. I hope you did as well. And you can have a link at my account for more yoga flows and at my Patreon page for exclusive content. And then I hope you have a lovely day today. On an inhale, bring your hands up. On an exhale, heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.